review that in 90 days. I have met with him, and he is good. He's got a plan.
Okay.
So, in number 3, I want to withdraw.
Okay.
In number 4, I'm sure we're going. Have everybody seen that? Reviewed it? Yeah, number 4 is the Thrive package.
Yeah.
And we all, I think, agreed to that at the meeting the other day. So, we're good on that. Okay?
Charlie's your mic working?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. Is yours working?
No, I just can't hear you well.
Pull it down and see. Can you hear me? Yeah, hear me now? You can't hear me? Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. You know, you got to bite these mics to talk. I have to make sure I don't lose my teeth in the mic. Okay? Okay, that's good. Let me know when I don't talk loud enough. I want you to hear me. I don't want you to miss anything, okay? It's so exciting up here. All right. Number 5 is the JAG grant we always do every year, so that's not anything new. Number 6 is ALDOT for the Maxwell Project Catalyst. We need that road fixed for that, so that's a positive deal. Anybody got any questions about number 6? I think that's in District 4 and 3, and I see Audrey's over there talking it up. Okay. All right, number 7. That's in District 3, and it's, we'll talk to them at the thing. We'll talk and see if anybody in the opposition to that. Ms. Johnson won't be here today. All right, number 8, also in District 3. We'll see. And then number 9 is in District 3. All
Charlie.
3 of those liquor licenses.
Has anybody reached out to Marche?
I have not. I think Audrey has. Audrey, have you talked to?
Well, she's over at socializing.
Yeah, Audrey, I'm talking to you. Huh? Did she hear me then?
Well, I can hear you now.
You can hear me now? Okay. I got it. Y'all gonna hear me now, okay? Y'all hear me? Okay. All right. Have you talked to Marche? There's 3 things on the agenda, hers
I
and,
did talk to her, but I did not talk to her about the agenda.
okay. All right.
You want me to text her?
She supposed to be okay with them. She didn't say
She didn't say anything about any of it, okay. All right, Cahawba House, see, that's one we've had for quite a while, and that's been a good one. All right, number 10. Lord, every one of these is something she did, didn't she? That's an appointment she's making to the Parks and Rec Board. I'm sure she wants that done. And then in number 11, we got some tear downs, and I don't guess we got anybody opposing that. And then number 12 is the nuisance abatements, and that's okay too. All right, that's what we got for today, and I wish we had these people that were here. If the budget allocation people show up for the regular meeting, if they show up early, I'd like to see them now, if we could. Kind of move us forward. We might get out of here before 8 o'clock tonight.
They're on the agenda for the 5 o'clock.
I know they are. I know they are.
Ms. Blaylock, how many more meetings do we have with them on there?
I think they go through the end of August.
Can we move them to our 4 o'clock work session instead of having them at the 5
I
o'clock?
can send them another letter. I'll
Do
send them a
that.
notice to
They
come
need to
to
be on
4
it.
o'clock
They need,
rather than the 5
especially
o'clock.
next meeting.
Because Marche is the one that said she wanted them to come to 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that'd
So-
be a lot better at 4 o'clock. They don't, the public doesn't need to, we need to hear that, you know? It's really not a public issue. Okay, we have one person to talk to us. We have two people,
2 people.
okay? Frank Parsons, are you here? Hey, Frank, come up here and talk to us. High school baseball. I see why you're talking to Glenn.
Yes, sir.
Competitors, are
We
you?
do share some things in common, no doubt about
Yeah,
it.
you do.
Yes, sir. We just
Who
came from a coaches
Who won the last game?
conference.
I'm not giving him any money.
He must have got
That'll-
beat pretty bad.
He must be basing that on the record from last year.
Yeah, that's right, okay.
In any case, yeah, Frank Parsons with Lamp High School. Appreciate the opportunity to come speak briefly to you this afternoon.
Yeah.
We are wanting to make the field at Lamp truly our home field. We're thankful for Patterson and for their willingness to allow to play there. But there have been some challenges over the 2 years that I have coached, from scheduling challenges to, the number of teams that play there, to tournaments and other things that they are trying to juggle to make work. And again, we're very thankful for the chance to play at Patterson. But we've spent 2 years building our facility to make it a true home field. It would add a lot of exciting things to the high school, not only baseball, but other activities and events that you can do at night on those big fields and so forth. And so we're raising money to light the baseball field. NPS has worked with us on every step of this. Chad Anderson has helped us to kind of formulate things, and we've jumped through hoops and hurdles and gotten to the point where that honestly comes down to money. And he has spoken on behalf of NPS that they will work to match the money that we can raise. We had 3 preliminary groups come out and just tell us ballpark what it would cost, and it's a $200,000 job. So we're trying to raise $100,000.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a massive undertaking, and I think I spend more time fundraising than playing coach, but it is what it is. And we want it to be a game changer for our school and for our students, and for our athletes. And Lamp, of course, is known for academics. We'd like for it to be known for athletics as well. I think it's a great thing that we've got teams competing and more kids wanting to play and to have that high school experience. And if we can work to get these lights, I think it will really add to that experience. So we've raised a little over $20,000 of the $100,000 that we need to raise, in hopes, again, that NPS would match that. And we've had contractors and folks tell us that it's very doable, and it's a matter of paying the bill and deciding what's the time
So
frame.
you have a field now?
Yes, sir.
You
Yeah.
just want to enhance it?
Yes, sir.
Put lights on it.
Like,
Yeah. Right. Just we've changed the infield. We've added seating. We've done dugouts. NPS has helped us to ramp up the field. It was really originally just a practice field, and now we've put over $50,000 of our own money into it to get it to where we are now. And now the lighting is the key. The lighting is the game changer. And I'm here to just ask for your consideration, or point you in the right direction where I maybe can connect with some others, that would help us to, facilitate these lights.
I appreciate they've offered to do half of it, but they got right now they got a lot of money, a lot more we got. This rescue money is
Right.
a lot of it out there.
Yes,
And
sir.
I don't know how much you've asked for that, but I would think of that, and then the county would help you out some too. So.
Yeah, the county commission gave us $10,000. Dan Harris, Doug Singleton, we got a chance to talk about this same project, and they put forth that money to help us to kind of get the thing off and running. And again, we're a little over 20,000, trying to get to 100,000.
Okay. All right. Anybody got any questions, Frank? We'll consider what we can do, Frank, for you. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And I gave a letter to Glenn, and I think he shot it
Yeah,
around.
he's passed it out to everybody. We all got
So
one.
it answers some additional questions and gives you a little idea of our campaign that we're
Okay.
working to try to secure the money.
Very good.
Thank you for your consideration.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Who else we got? We had Ms. Thompson here. Ms. Thompson, you were going to speak to us?
Thank you to the members of City Council for allowing me to speak today. My name is LaToya Thompson. I am born and raised here in Montgomery, Alabama. I reside in District 6. I am an on-air personality at Blue Water Broadcasting, 7 years. I have my 501c3 nonprofit, and I am hosting a backpack drive August 6th at the U-Bar and Grill parking lot. I am requesting that the members respectfully asking the members of City Council to help make this backpack drive successful.
And this is going to happen on August the 6th?
August 6th, 3 to 5 p.m.
Did you give all of us one? Did y'all get one of these?
No, they weren't here, but I have more.
Okay, well, please give them to them.
Yeah, so that they'll all have your.
I can bring it up?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, please do.
Thank you.
extra, give one to Ms. Blaylock, just so she can have it in case we,
Wanna-
yeah, and we say, we can't remember, because sometimes we kind of, but then she keep up with it for us. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right here. Excuse me.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson.
Thank you for your consideration.
Yes, ma'am.
Have you met with Randy and got
That's what I was
set
just
up as
gonna
a
ask you.
501c3?
Ms. Blaylock
I was
said,
about to
have
ask
you
you the
set it
same
up?
thing.
Talk to Ms. Blaylock before you leave.
Have you met with Randy and got set up as a vendor?
Yes, I spoke with him yesterday, and he told me I was good to go.
Is it Fed's Mom, or what's your 501c3?
Fed Mom Support Group Organization.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. I think, we have anybody else we need to talk to? I think that's it.
Yeah, I have something.
Yes, sir.
Charlie, I know it was a situation came up about the attorney that we had for ad hoc committee, and I want to address it because we've been in that committee for maybe a year. It was myself, Ed, and Councilor Johnson, and we came back. We all three agreed that we needed legal counsel because I think at the time Mr. East was here. Mr. East left, and that pushed us farther behind. We went to Stacy, sent Stacy an email saying, where are we on this ordinance that we was trying to do? Stacy pretty much said that, hey, we are behind due to the fact that Mr. East left. We went to the pro tem, we came to the president, and we also did our recommendation from our committee. And we were able to get an attorney hired to work on this ordinance. I do have her in here today. If you can step up so we can see you and introduce yourself, and you can tell the body, because I don't want it to be an issue, tell the body what we are working on and what we are trying to accomplish with this blight.
Good evening.
Hello.
I'm attorney Victoria Relf. I have a contract with you all. Some I've met, some I've not, and I'm hoping that this will be our first formal meeting. However, my office has been hired to work on several ordinances, and the first one is the blight ordinance. It's my understanding that the council is trying to come up with some sort of law that the city can actually enforce regarding some of the blighted properties. And one of the issues that the council has run into is that there is no actual working definition that the city has for blighted properties. So that's my first task. There have been some other projects that have been handed to me by Marche and by Councilman Mitchell. I'm sure that each of you have your projects that you would like us to look at, but I'm here to answer any questions that you all have.
There's some things that changed over the weekend. We had this conversation, but the city has gotten a grant for blighted property. And I'm going to ask the mayor and his office to address this before we go any further to decide what we need from the city as far as an ordinance is concerned. We got the money from the feds to do some work, so until we have an answer from them of what they need, our problem is we need to take care of their need, not our thoughts. I know that you're getting data together. I think we need to hold for a little bit and see what the need's really going to be. Now that we got $4 million in federal funds to do this, we got to do it right. And we don't need to be getting the cart in front of the horse, so to speak. So I want to ask that we hold on this committee for 30 days until I can find out what's going to happen with the mayor. And the city on working on this grant we just got, because that's one we've been looking for a long time. That will fund a lot of things we need to get done. And so I'll be back in touch with you about that and see how we go from here, because I think we may have accomplished what our goal was. Our goal is to get the blighted property taken care of. And if we can get it done with this grant we've got, we need to know how it's gonna be done. An ordinance at this point may be too early they need to tell us what they need to get it done. Because they got the funding to do something with it now. Let's see what they do, okay?
Okay, now when you say what we need, are you speaking of the city?
The city of Montgomery
Specifically a different office outside of the council?
No, they're gonna have we've already got a staff in place. The mayor's gotta decide which way to go with this. They just got the money, it came out Friday night. It's brand new. I've just talked to Chip, chief of staff, about it. We've got to figure out how to deal with it because we just got the money. And that's one thing we've been waiting on for a couple of years.
Right.
Okay? So that'll give us something to work on, and we'll be back to you, tell you what we need for you to help us with in the future, okay?
Okay, I'll look for your call.
Okay, thank you.
And then let me, and thank you, Ms. Ralph.
All right, thank you.
And so, Mr. Mitchell, let's be clear. My position is we need an attorney that's gonna help the council and not just an attorney for blight.
No,
That's what I said.
she said that she's an attorney to help the entire council.
But but the message went out, said real estate. So I'm just going off what you put in there. So because I wasn't at the meeting when y'all voted on her, because I didn't vote for that, and it should be a council that voted for that.
Let me back up. You didn't have to vote. Y'all voted for the budget.
Right, but then, wait a minute,
I run
Jim
the
Wright.
budget.
So, no,
I run the
listen,
budget.
when I said something to you
Jim Wright,
about it.
that's incorrect.
Right,
5
because
people
when
on
I said
council
something to
run
you
this
about it,
budget.
you told me no, then all of a sudden you get with this group and this ad hoc, and then
No.
it's, oh, you decide. You don't decide for the council, you decide for you. You're one vote out
So
of 5. You don't vote for the full of the
it was
council.
in the
5.
budget.
It was because it was 3 on the count. It was 3 on the ad hoc, and plus the pro
So,
team.
Brad, you voted for her, y'all met with
Pro-
her, y'all voted for
No,
her.
Hey, Audrey, let me interject here.
So it's blight is in the whole city of Montgomery, just
Right.
not one area of Montgomery.
Absolutely.
And a recommendation from the ad hoc committee, how we have normally done it for 20 years, comes to the council as a whole, a recommendation from the council, or from the ad hoc to the council saying, hey, we should do this. And nobody knew anything about hiring an attorney. Everybody up here's got an ordinance we want to write.
And everybody up here talked about hiring an attorney.
All I'm saying
you-
is why
you
didn't
talk-
why
let me
didn't y'all just come before the full? That's all I'm saying. We just need
the-
somebody who gonna deal with municipal law, not just real estate law. That's all
She
I'm saying.
just stated that she will help the entire council, not just one person.
Now I'm going based off what you said. So, but just her saying that ain't sufficient enough for me. I need to see something where she's worked with municipal law. I mean, I don't hire people. just 'cause
She's
they
right
come up-
there.
Okay, well,
She's
then-
right there.
But if you gonna present
She's
her
right
to
there.
her,
You
then
had an
need to do
opportunity to
that.
ask her anything that you wanted to. She was right there.
And I'm telling you, and
She was right. If you
have
want her to come
presented-
back up,
No.
if you want
All right.
exactly, if you
Okay.
want her to come back up, she can come
You're
back
gonna
up.
have to do it, go through the process,
let
and
me
we're not
stop.
gonna do it.
I have suspended that at this point. We'll use her in the future if we decide we need her again. At this point, that attorney is suspended until I decide we're going to do again. I'll bring it from the council what we're going to do next. But right now, blighted property is under a whole different ballgame than it was last week. We've got money to do something with in blighted property. We need to see what the mayor's office is going to do with it. Okay?
Mr. President, just real quick, everybody on this council agrees that we need an attorney.
Absolutely.
And how we get there, everybody's got their own vision of how we get there. But one person cannot dictate to this council whether we hire an attorney or not. There's 5 on this council that could vote to hire an attorney tomorrow if we wanted to. There's $100,000 in the budget.
Absolutely.
It's over now.
It's over.
No,
yeah.
it's not over.
It's over.
It is for tonight.
All right, I'm gonna go draft an ordinance then. I'm gonna prove a point.
And I think we're
How about
supposed
that?
to do
Okay,
an
we're trying.
RSV for an attorney,
How about
not
that?
just
Don't
Pass it,
suspend the
okay?
rules.
pull somebody
Because I
out
didn't
there.
know one
I'm
person
through
ran,
arguing.
I didn't
No
know
need to
one
argue
person
about
ran
it.
this
It's
budget.
over.
I didn't know that.
Did y'all vote on that?
It's over.
It's the first time I've heard that in 20 years.
Okay?
All right,
Anybody
what's
got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, I'm gonna go draft up an ordinance and bring it
I
back.
won't suspend the
Okay,
rules.
go ahead.
That's all right, in 2 weeks, we gonna go with it. You can't kick it out but 2 weeks with that.
And I won't suspend it that day either.
Okay. Meeting adjourned till 5 o'clock.